gotta pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might have more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savings. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to be? But you don't wanna see more. You wanna see more, but you wanna see sore.
Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shack about thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Hunter. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Jaguars at 4 and 10 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Another run by Bigsby. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
70 Lions.
They'll set up a throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now, up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First and 10, it's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
60 Bison, 79 Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete downfield to Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars! Brian Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll drop to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And 22 more yards here and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 18, right here. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren from 4 yards out. And the Colts are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find the spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback. No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe, stand on my money, don't know my side.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now back to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
ETN up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and 6 now. Another toe for ETN. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it underneath for Tootin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, well, a quick strike opportunity last time where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6, Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 21-yard line.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run once more with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Taylor is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll look to throw. They'll try and do this, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Yard line.
he's going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight, 19, here we go, here we go. Go, 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
19, Tiger, here we go. 70 buy-in.
Quickly here to Thomas. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Back to throw again. This taken in by Downs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Complete to Downs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Leonard Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
70 range, 70 range.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you...
Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10.
65, Jack, 60. Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Going for a right side here, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
19, tuck, set the knee. Cougar 19, Lion.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's too...
And they fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And some room to work. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Warren. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hey, just motion, man. Push your hand.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
18 back, 18 back. Riggs.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
70 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's
It's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Second down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Now that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Buffalo 18, 70 Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Let's go. 19, 18.
Second and 5.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Jags first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
Open man to tight end Warren.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Tyler Warren with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Shut up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The ball on the 32. It's second and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Back to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Here we go. Shaq. Take motion. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jaguars 24.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. This is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's got room to roam. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 34 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Second down and 10.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
60 bison, 60 bison. Track it, 60. Come on, offense, come on. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
Set. 72.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Mustang 19. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. Cowboy, turn up. Kill, turn up. 60 Bison.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 1st down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates.
Draw play, ETN. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides.